Most people listening to this podcast already know enough to buy a business. That statement makes people uncomfortable because if knowledge is not the problem, something else is, right? I see this constantly with mentees. They know how to source deals. They know how to structure seller finance. They know how to follow up. They know how to build a board. They know how to ask better questions. And yet, nothing closes. So why is that? Because success in acquisitions is not driven by information. It's driven by standards. Let me explain what I mean. Two people can have the exact same playbook. One closes deals, the other stays busy. The difference is not intelligence, it's not access, it's not timing. It is what they tolerate. One person tolerates, I'll do it tomorrow. I didn't feel like calling today. I didn't follow up because I didn't want to bother them. I'll wait until I'm more prepared. The other person simply does not. High performers are not more motivated. They simply have higher personal standards for action. They do not negotiate with themselves. If they say, I will make 5 calls every weekday, they make the calls whether they feel like it or not. If they say, I will send follow-ups every Friday, they send them even when it feels uncomfortable. If they say, I will ask for seller finance, they ask even when their voice tightens. That is the difference. Most people try to improve outcomes. Elite business acquirers improve standards. Here is the hard truth. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. Your standard is what you do when no one is watching, no one is applauding, no deal is guaranteed, no motivation is present. And here is the question I want you to ponder. What behaviors are you currently tolerating that are slowing you down? Are those missed calls, delayed follow-ups, over-preparing instead of executing, waiting for confidence instead of acting? Those are not strategy problems. Those are standard problems. And the fastest way to change results is not to add more information. It is to raise the minimum behavior you will accept from yourself. Because once your standards rise, results have no choice but to follow. This would be a good podcast to listen to more than once. And it's 100% true. Maybe a little crazy for a guy who offers courses to say what I just said, but the reality of the situation is just that. You probably, if you've been through the boot camp and the sales summit, you almost certainly know enough. It's taking action that will win the day. And so go back, listen to this again, and then commit to do what you say you're going to do and hold yourself to higher standards, and you're going to be surprised what happens.